All right, everybody, welcome into another episode of the Lore Pod Podcast. I'm your host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona. Although today, it's the last of Season 2, at least until next year, for Season 3 of the Nuka recap. That's right, Episode 8 of Fallout has come and gone, and I am recording the day after, February 4th, 2026, the great Lord and Savior year of Fallout. My God, it's been a season, and we're going to be diving in now to the Easter eggs, the spoilers, and new lore here that you might have missed, and also the old lore that you might have missed that's been making appearances here. And I gotta say, to those who are listening and watching the show and checking out the Nuka recap and stuff, just everyone in general who hasn't ever played any of the Fallout games and then is now like watching the show, y'all in for some treats. Y'all, you ain't ready. Like, you thought the Legion was bad, you thought Vault-Tec got bad. The Enclave. God bless the Enclave. Alrighty, diving in here, though, we're going to be diving in. Make sure, though, you follow me on social media at Dakota Morgan3 on X, at Dakota_Morgan97 on Instagram, and CodaRex97 on Twitch. That's where you can catch me up on there. And everything's going to be in the description box down below. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast for new episodes every week as well. And the YouTube channel, and leave a like if you're on YouTube. Alrighty, diving in here, everybody. We're starting off here with the Caesar's Legion, making a comeback here as we all fucking knew they would. There's some things in this episode where kind of like we knew, but then also we didn't know. Fuck. We finally get the old Caesar, seeing his body decomposing as well, just sitting in the middle of fucking nowhere with this like specialized fisto glove. It brought a tear to my eye. I'm like, fuck yeah, let Caesar burn. I hate the Legion. I hated the Legion playing New Vegas every playthrough in the past 10, 15 years or long as been out. Yeah, I hate the Legion, man. They're great written characters and greatly written idea of a villain group, but fuck. So we do have Macaulay Culkin's character actually going in and playing. He gets the body and you're like, uh-oh. And it's the note says, I am the one and true Caesar. The Legion dies with me. Yeah, they're not gonna, you idiot. You think you're gonna build that up and you think they're just gonna let it die? You were a fool, Kaiser. Then again, he had brain cancer. That's the reason he was dead, by the way. Now, there is a joke in there about, we shall make a palace towards Caesar, a Caesar's palace. And I'm like, did I have to pay for that? Did I have to pay for that joke? It was pretty good. I actually appreciate that joke. We do flash forward here. We're going to go to Mr. House when he's talking to Coop. With that railgun there, and talking about like fusion, and talking about like, yeah, you blow it up, we're all fucking dead. And he's like, oh, fuck it, whatever. And it was Mr. House is talking to him. By the way, his screen is glitching as it does in the New Vegas game, where occasionally talking to him like, and you're like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, you good? It was interesting to actually see like more facial movement. I think the only reason we didn't get that in New Vegas the game was due to graphics capabilities at the time. There was some changes where he'd raise an eyebrow, look a little bit more angry or stern, or the kind of happy as well. So like there was different slides for different emotions, which I thought was pretty cool too. We do have a mention to the courier, I want to say. Everyone says it is, and I kind of agree too. Lone wanderers walking in, and other people too. I think he didn't really say courier, but like that was the last word he needed to fucking hear. That was like people going, it's good to be alive again after this. So I got a feeling like everything hints that the courier fucked around, killed House, because he said his body was gone. And so I got a feeling that now, and also the evidence is there. The evidence is there that House's body's gone. He even said it's good to be alive again. And talked about how these people were, their body was a target and shit, the disease and shot and all that shit. And now we're looking at it as the Yes Man Securitron was there too by the monitors, because it was there when, there was no other Securitrons. Yes Man's dead one was there when he transferred over. So that being said, there maybe Yes Man did happen, but in 25 years, House was able to like redo the shit and like reprogram or something and actually fight back against it. I have a feeling that probably fucking all the evidence is there, and of course they've had like 20 years since the events in New Vegas took place in this canon to actually like fall out that fucking story. There is a Mr. House on a exclusive Pip-A-Boy, which I fucking want. He just travels around and talks to you in your own little AI, Mr. House. The whole time his face is on the fucking screen too, and he's just seeing shit. I fucking love every second of that. He's just like Cooper, Mr. Howard. The whole thing there too of them following it and kind of like helping each other out. I really did enjoy that too. That was kind of fucking neat. We do see that there's power armor upgrades that we see in later Fallout games. I believe 4 was when it started, and of course 76. So 76 is every type of power armor under the sun. Currently been replaying 76 with the boys. Well, not replaying, but playing. I'm just going back into it. It's really fucking dope. So we're going through with that, and so we have the power armor upgrades, like back rockets, and then the jetpack booster, which was a thing already that we saw in season 1 with the Brotherhood of Steel, but the ones where it's like able to hover above and shit, like kind of like Iron Man style and shit, that is in the fucking games. The back rockets, that was pretty dope. And as Maximus is taking damage and shit like that too, it was kind of cool to see like the headset display, like each individual piece that was damaged was like going yellow, then the red, then the red. It was really fucking cool to actually see that, because that's the thing, like us players see all the fucking time in power armor. So the thing that was really cool, and it gave like all the sounds from the game. It's insane the amount of details that are in this fucking, between the posters, everything on the wall, and the electronic sounds, like what the fuck. Thaddeus not really figuring out, but able to shoot a gun with his foot, pretty fucking cool. Still no idea what's going on with him too. There's a couple of plot threads that we haven't got solved yet, which I feel like was the only negative thing for this show. It did a lot for us in setting up, but there was a couple tiny little detail things where I got a feeling they're gonna do it next season, because Thaddeus is obviously turning into a mutant, and we know that the super mutants are coming, and we know more ghoul shit's coming, and we know a lot of that's gonna be a big theme of next season. So I got a feeling they're saving that for then. It looked to be the whole, we thought it was only 4 death claws, maybe 5 after one was eaten. It seemed like the whole Quarry Junction was in there, because Maximus took down like 5 motherfucking death claws. It was insane. I do like how the senator's head, by the way, or the congresswoman's head, was still alive and asking her to kill him. They put a sound speaker in there for her to fucking talk, which is insane. And they're just using people like cannon fodder basically as they're figuring it out, because you know that keeping that head alive, Jesus Christ. It's just like Lucy kill me, and it being kind of Lucy's first kill in a way, kind of. It's definitely very interesting. So we're looking at the Rad Roaches next, and Rad Roaches being able to be a threatening force again was insane. We've seen it in the game where innocent vault dwellers are always fucking killed by Rad Roaches, and we're like, how the fuck does that thing kill you? Now we know. It's a fucking bloodbath. We do go into some lore here of House talking about how he tried to control all the bunkers and everything was rigged, and like motherfucker was in everything. He infiltrated tech everywhere. That's how he got so fucking smart. Every vault bunker he was knowing about, everything. And he even had the one in New Vegas, but the Enclave got there before. And hearing Mr. House talk about the Enclave, by the way, is kind of terrifying, because you never heard him talk about it. The Enclave was like a secret side mission in New Vegas, right? They're destroyed at that point because of the events of Fallout 3. 4 is a little bit hints in there, but you at least think that they're destroyed from the events of Fallout 3. And then you find out, no, not the case. You find out they're a lot bigger than we fucking thought. Now, apparently they were owning the Vegas bunker in there, which is why they got one over on him there too. And apparently he did say as well that their Enclave was the ones who sent the death claws into the strip. I'm wondering if they're trying to secure territory in there. Maybe they don't want other civilizations too. And I got a feeling it wasn't Vault-Tec who gave the order for the bomb in there, because it seemed Enclave are the ones with the mind control device in the whole time. It's very interesting. So they had their plans with that, and then they also had the plans for probably blowing up Shady Sands. I got a feeling they're the Enclave is going to be like the overall bad villain, right? Like you think it's Vault-Tec, and I mean even Hank himself is like, I'm Enclave. Like what? We'll get to more of that later. Let's see here. Beth and Hank got a relationship together. That was kind of neat. I do appreciate that. That's how Beth got into the fucking vaults. They explain that. So, and she did mention at the end that they're married. So that's neat. Free side being free side, though, of course, is always where, we're all dead if he loses, right? Yeah, I'm still down for 20. Like they're just like, fucking man, we're poor. Like we lost the strip. Free side is already poor in general here. Like we're all fucked. Like the main source of income for our fucking town is gone. Like most of the Keens got turned into ghouls. And even though we see the Keens as operational, and the showrunners did say that the Keens are not all dead. Well, that's neat to see. Oh, Thaddeus having like 500 caps, because everyone does wonder, where the fuck do you put all your caps, right? He just had them, like he tucked in his boots, and he just put them all throughout his fucking leg. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you would do it, huh? Hank does introduce us to Lucy here at the mini mind control device, where she beats the shit out of that Legion dude from before, and uses it, and apparently that's a whole thing. It's scary as fuck. You just like, ding, like a little tiny thing. That's wild. It's wild. The snub-nosed boot gun pistol that the ghoul does give her when he does save her, I believe is from a game. I don't know which. I should have done more research for that one there, but I feel like that is a pistol from a certain game. If not, it's really fucking cool, and I kind of want it. Now, when Max was getting his ass kicked by the Death Claws eventually, because he was going to, we all knew, especially when more and more kept fucking showing up. Goddamn. We were able to see the Under Armour chassis. So like because there's that chassis and then you put the armor pieces on, you're actually able to see the chassis underneath there that you see from Fallout 4 and 76 now. That was pretty fucking cool. I actually kind of dug that. I was like, look, yeah, because it just tore it apart and you see his inside. Like, no, there's that Under Armour chassis too. Like a skeleton almost in a way. That was really fucking cool to see there. It was very faint detail, but I still noticed it. So to everyone who worked on the costumes, sets, props, everything like that, and just worked on effects on the show, like, goddamn, you did your research. Like, I worked on those departments back in the day in the film industry, and it was a pain in the ass lawn, but I fucking, wow, to work on something like this would be killer. Now the NCR return, that is right. Oh my god, I was cheering everybody. I got up off the couch saying, yes! screaming almost. My neighbor's probably called the cops. Like, headshot. Well, first Deathclaw, neck shot, because Maximus is going to go down. I'm like, no fucking way. They could kill him, though. I mean, they could. Realistically, anybody is up for grabs in this fucking show, because no one is safe, even in Fallout, the games. So NCR coming in there, shooting the Deathclaw in the neck, out of nowhere, gets fucking headshotted by an NCR Ranger behind an NCR box, taking like, he got a fucking 50 cal sniper, just headshot, recreating the intro scene where a Ranger goes behind a New Vegas sign and blows the fuck out of a Fiend's head, which, by the way, it feels like those guys are all fucking dead. I feel like the Fiends are just gone at that point. They're like, yeah, nah, I just realized that. And so, like, seeing that recreated there with that Deathclaw. Oh, and then hearing the marching coming in, and then they carrying the banner. The Rangers are carrying the banner, and you have game accurate fucking suits. The sergeant from before came in, and she was leading the fucking charge here with like 40 people or so. They said they had a huge battalion, so I have a strange feeling that's only part of them, because that's not a battalion. 30, 40 people. Need a little bit more than that. And so I got a feeling like there's a lot more that are just covering the rest of the strip right now, and that's so fucking cool. Like, they just came in and like the attention, like all that. I was like, oh, I like stood up. I was up there just cheering. I was like, yes, you can't. Like, they're my favorite. NCR is my favorite good guy faction in the Fallout universe. Like, they really fucking are. Like, I don't know. 76 is a few new good ones. I will give them that. But Brotherhood of Steel turned kind of like, you know, you supported them in 3 and you were kind of iffy. Then I got kind of really xenophobic in 4, and you're like, ugh. And then the show they really did, but hopefully the East Coast is gonna be all right. But more on that one later. So it was superbly cool to see all that, and to have the Fallout theme. You just want to die for the NCR, man. I think that might have been my favorite moment of the episode too, was that just a lot of people, because a lot of us fans were like, where the fuck are they? They can't be dead. By the way, I did kind of call that they are actually gonna a lot of people are like, they're all dead, they got nuked. Boo. I called it a couple episodes ago in the Nuka recap. I said, those fuckers are gonna show up, just you watch. I really did though think it was gonna be the Legion, because they were marching to Vegas. I did think the Legion was gonna come in and save everybody, and they were gonna have to fucking deal with that next season. No, but yes. So Lucy and her dad do have a thing there where he mentions he's part of the Enclave, really, and he sent his R&D out there, so he sent those people out there with those mini chips. But here's the thing, they can put them in a person, but we saw that until you press that red remote control, they're not activated. So they can infect a shit ton of people with these fucking chips, and they'll never know, right? Terrifying. That means they're all sleeper cells, technically. The sleeper cells in the wasteland. So Lucy and them are dealing with that, to say the least, here. And her dad does eventually he presses the button, kills himself and whatnot as well, after a really good heartfelt discussion. Lucy and Max are finally reunited though, and we actually in the chaos can even see the Ultralux. We see the tops. Gamora's in the back, of course, because Gamora's right across from the Look 38. I know some people might gripe and say they were further down the strip, I'm kind of one of those people, but also I'm like, this is the only way I'm going to be able to see this shit in person. Like, I want to see these casinos that I go into, and we're able to look around and you saw all of them. That was wild. I mean, the only thing we didn't see is the fucking radio station, and then the vault entrance there, and then the the military police, and then the base with the NCR basing, where everyone always seemed to be glitched and pissed off at me, even though I did NCR really good shit, but whatever. So that was really neat to see there as well. Seeing Cooper's family being gone too was kind of a little plot twist. I did appreciate that, and Mr. House would be left behind. So it appears that Cooper did get in trouble. Corporations sent their own goons after them, their own kind of thing, governmental officials, and that is why he is separated from his wife. And he was doing those roadshow shit too at the beginning of Fallout Season 1. He was just with the kid. And his wife, God knows where they are. They really juked us out on that. And I'm like, they really made you think they were just going to kill his wife, right? They really juked. Yeah, I really do appreciate that. Their note being there about Colorado and saying in the Colorado was very interesting as well too, because Colorado's been home to a few different things there. Legion did, I think, a few different stints in Colorado. They dealt with it there. And then which they all are converging in New Vegas now, so who the fuck knows. But also, the flash forward here, we know Cooper's going to be going to war against the NCR. Or not NCR, the Enclave. Because we do have Beth there, or Stephanie, she went in and activated an Enclave Pip-Boy, which I've never seen, and I fucking want it. That is the coolest shit. And Phase 2 goes to the base we saw in Season 1, which I was kind of curious. I'm like, we've never seen that again. What the fuck happened with that? We now know it's in Colorado. There's an iBot floating around in there, too. We know that there's people from before the bombs dropped because of the scientists from before there, too. That's why, like, the show is so well fucking written. And the details in it are insane. So we see an iBot for the first time, which is really fucking cool. More of the Enclave guys in there, and who knows what the fuck is going on in that base too, because they don't have that many bases left, but who knows what is happening in that fucking thing. I do bet the Cooper's daughter and wife are in there though, maybe on ice, maybe not, we shall see, but I got a feeling that's going to be like a giant battle thing with like super mutants and other shit too, because we did see in season 1 that they were experimenting on super mutants as well, because we saw the carcass of one, well, the hand of one underneath the sheet, so it'll be interesting. I am very interested to see where that goes there. So it shows us that, you know, Enclave is still not just a boogeyman, but they are a huge fucking threat, and like they are basically they are making the Enclave the overall villain, which I appreciate, because we are introduced to these people slowly over time, like these new groups, whether they're Steel, NCR, Legion, Raiders, Vault-Tec, they have their shit there too, but the overall villain is the Enclave, but it takes you time to fucking, it feels like I'm playing the game at this fucking point again. Alright, so we are seeing that Max and Lucy are in Mr. House's thing, which we got a Fallout theme in there as well too, which was kind of neat to see our characters from the show that we know and love in there with Mr. House, like Max and Lucy. That's really cool. Mr. House slowly coming back, so you know they're probably going to be teaming up with him to go to war against the Legion, and the new Kaiser, who is going in there against them, and we know it's going to be NCR versus the Legion. I really hope we're going to get that fucking battle, though. I really hope. They're going to whoop some ass. This is funny, I do have my note in here that their ghoul is on a side quest. kind of. We do have a post-credit scene there where we do show that there is the Liberty Prime in being Mark 1, the Alpha Liberty Prime, so he looks a lot fucking different by the remainder of the Brotherhood of Steel, the division that Maximus was in. We see his buddy there. They bring the Overlord guy, fucking Squire dude, I'm drawing a blank in his name right now, but the one in charge. He is the scribe there. So yeah, the scribe in charge there, he got fucked up. You can tell the war's going to fucking hell out there. And all I can think of, it's a waste of supplies and vertebrates, but whatever the fuck. And he's going to be the destroyer now, and they're going to be building in Area 51. Apparently they have it there, is Liberty Prime Alpha. And it's going to be interesting to see how that fucking works, because Liberty Prime Beta, whatever the fuck it is, that thing was a pain in the ass for power. That thing was a pain in the ass for everything. But maybe they'll be able to figure that out. But that does mean that if they go to war against the East Coast is where a regular Liberty Prime is from Fallout 3 and 4. So, needless to say, we might get a Liberty Prime battle on our hands. But also, I can see there being an overall big battle between the Brotherhood of Steel again and the Enclave. I really see that happening. So, that being said there too, we are at the end credits, and we do like to talk about the end credits here in the show. We are looking at the New Vegas Strip in there, just wrecked to shit, but there's posters that we love from the game. I do have like a version of those on my wall right now. It says patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter. And that quote really got taken out. Let's talk about that. And then we see that there's, like, they say they have signs there calling it the capital. So the New Vegas is going to be the new capital of the NCR, which I think is really fucking cool. And then we do see, like, outside of Vegas there, the Legion's there, camped out, doing all this shit too in this big battle. And as we zoom out, we start seeing bags of flesh and bones and stuff that super mutants make, and we start seeing those, and then the sign for Colorado, and there's a mutant bag hanging there as well. Really, really fucking cool. And just like how season 1 did it with the end credits there and told us what the fuck happened there, showed us a destroyed thing there, we're getting it yet again, and it's brilliant. This is probably the longest fucking Nuka recap I've done, but there's so much lore and Easter eggs and shit like that as well. I did watch that there was a behind the scenes, before I forget it though, afterwards, and they showed, like, if you blink you're gonna fucking miss it, that there is a Mr. House from the game face on one of the side screens in there as well. So a little fact there for you. New lore, new storyline shit there as well, so new little Easter egg things, new canon, new all this shit there, and hopefully you all did enjoy this. If you did, leave a like if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the podcast if you listen to it on the podcast, and comment down below, what the fuck did I miss? What happened here? I bet I did miss something. Let me know in the comments down below, everybody, because it's tough to keep track of everything, and cry of peace. Little headcanon though, before I forget, headcanon is, I believe it is the courier that is the one who took the sniper shot with the 50 cal. I full on believe that shit. The way he didn't move, just kind of sat there like, yeah. I really did. I think it's that person there. I really do. All right, thank you, everybody. Again, make sure you subscribe. Social media description box is down below. And, of course, as always, everyone, stay creative.